What was your reaction when you heard that your grandfather shot Ralph Yarl for ringing his doorbell?
I was disgusted. I thought it was terrible. Myself and my family stand with Ralph Yarl and seeking justice. This is a horrible tragedy. It never should have happened.
Those are the statements of Daniel Ludwig, grandson of Andrew Lester, the individual who not too many days ago needlessly and tragically shot 16-year-old Ralph Yarl multiple times for the crime of ringing his doorbell. And it turns out in this case that it is very good that we have the perspective of a family member of the shooter, because he actually had quite a bit to reveal about his grandfather. Take a look at this.
Well, the prosecutor in this case has suggested that there was a racial component to it. Do you believe your grandfather is racist?
I believe he holds racist tendencies and beliefs.
Why do you say that?
He's just a stock American Christian male. It's the older, that's just how they are. It's the conspiracies and weird random racist things they say out sound, and it doesn't make sense, but they're just scared.
I think that's definitely the case. And Daniel Ludwig, theoretically spent many, many years around this guy and was there for what seemed to be a lifetime of casual racist comments combined with conspiracy theories. In a little bit, we're gonna get into where some of that may have come from, but Jessica, I wanted to give you a chance to weigh in.
Right, I think that means a lot that this is someone who's his family member. In court, I think we'll probably see that admitted because it speaks to the character of the witness. Surely this wasn't a premeditated thing. He didn't know that Ralph would be on his doorstep that morning. But if he did this because he has a bias against people who look like Ralph, against people who are black, that might speak to him being guilty and not doing this because he felt his life was in danger. Usually people don't ring the doorbell if they're going in to rob you or hurt you.
100%. No, I mean, it's so clear. The fact that he shot him, then when he's on the ground, he shoots him again. The quote of, don't come around here again, right before you attempt to execute someone. All of this seems less consistent with his supposed defense of being terrified because this 16-year-old was breaking into his house when he was just lost and trying to pick up a family member. It seems more consistent with a person who struck on an opportunity that was presented to him. I mean, we're supposed to pretend that this is not true, and I understand that it's dark, it's difficult to come to grips with the sort of world we live in and the people who inhabit it, but there are people who are just waiting for an opportunity that they think justifies violence. I mean, there's a reason that like an ode to a coming civil war is such a constant in right-wing media. It's because that is the situation that lets people do what they want to do. Some people fantasize about a zombie apocalypse and being able to steal whatever they want from a mall or something. Some people imagine that the race war is gonna start and then all bets are off. I can finally act on the feelings that I've had. I can't say like specifically for Andrew Lester, but he certainly acted like a person who was holding some deep-seated racial bias.
Yeah, 1000%. There are consequences to Fox News and other right-wing media outlets just running fear 24/7. I think his grandson was absolutely right. He was scared. He mentions conspiracy theories. He mentions saying racist things. That suggests that he was getting that information from somewhere. It probably wasn't coming from himself. We know this is a common narrative. And I think it's dangerous when the media is saying that there are people that you should be afraid of, that there's a huge crime wave, even when there's absolutely not, and the data doesn't reflect that. The consequences are people like this committing acts of violence, and we're seeing it all across the country right now.
For more political news, breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.